Son of a bitch, do I got some tales for you today. I tell you, and this is a little bit, maybe it's a little personal, but I just go ahead and say it anyway, because, I'm feeling kind of good. It's a good day out now, even though what I got to tell you is not too pleasant. I just, I just put it like this. You see, about 2 weeks ago, me and the missus, right, we was playing around, or I was wanting to play around, I should say. I better just go ahead and be truthful about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense in bragging or making myself look like something I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was talking to the missus, and I said, hey, baby. I said, how do you feel about maybe playing around a little bit tonight? You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit of you know what? And she goes, no. I said, but honey, please, come on. just give me a little bit of rope here. You know what I'm saying? Let's play around a little bit. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. I could use it an awful lot. She goes, no, I'm not interested. I said, oh, come on, honey. What I gotta do, beg? I'll do anything. I'll beg, I'll plead, I'll do whatever you need. Just play around a little bit. How about it? Come on, please. And she said, yeah, you'll do anything, huh? I said, well, as long as it's within reason, yes. I'll do just about anything. And she goes, okay. Well, there's 2 conditions then. I said, okay. She goes, condition number 1, I'm going to choke you out. I said, ooh, choke me out. Well, hell, that sounds kind of nice. I said, I'm all for that. What else you got? Come on, tell me. She said, condition number 2, I get to paint you up. I said, what the hell you mean by paint me up exactly? I mean, like, I don't quite get you. She goes, I get to paint you up. I get to put makeup on you. I said, that's just stupid. Why in the hell would a grown man ever let a woman do something like that to him? That's almost an insult. And she started laughing. Well, fast forward about 30 minutes, and I'm laying there looking like me from the Drew Carey show. I got pink nylon up over my, or neon up over my eyes, and I'm just getting a living shit choked out of me, and I'm like, good God, this is really fucking inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, I was kind of surprised, because I mean, you hear about 50 Shades of Black, right? And in my case, in this situation, it was more like 50 Shades of Purple. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was getting tunnel vision. I was hearing angels. I think at one point I could swear I even saw the Lord for a second. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden it was just done, and it was over with. And most people get weirded out by somebody asking them to do stuff like that. But hell, the way I look at it is this, I kind of feel bad for her. I mean, she did agree to marry me after all, latch herself to me, and you know what they say about once you go black, you never go back. Well, in my case, it's more like once you've had this vanilla, it's like getting banged by a chinchilla. You know what I'm saying? It's just probably not the most pleasant experience, but that's beside the point. That's beside the point. I mean, and also she's not quite the same size as me, so it must be kind of like seeing Macaulay Culkin getting mounted by a grizzly bear. You know what I'm saying? It just probably ain't the most pleasant situation to put herself in. So she fantasizes a wee bit about choking the shit out of me till the lights go out, and probably for good. I think I might understand a little bit, but anyway, that's not the main thing. I go out afterwards, right, and I'm going to the kitchen because I got to have my celebratory Hot Pocket that I cook every time, right? I said, woo, I almost died again. I'm going to celebrate, you know what I'm saying? So I go out and I cook up my Hot Pockets in the microwave, and I'm standing out there just as the microwave goes off, and I noticed that outside it was getting awful nasty and gray looking, and the wind was picking up, and the rain was starting to rain not down. and not at an angle. It was coming in sideways. I said, oh shit, looks like it's getting bad outside. So I started hearing a freight train outside too, and I said, I gotta go see what the hell's going on. This sounds like it might be fun to watch. So I step out there and I see this great big tornado. It's about probably half a mile out, but it's a moving very, very damn quick, you know what I mean? And I'm just standing there like a complete dumbass holding my plate with my hot pocket like, oh shit. And anyway, my next door neighbor, she's a standing outside too, and she had just come in from going and getting some groceries, and she had a mayonnaise jar that the wind had blown right out of her thing, a big old glass jar of Miracle Whip, and it smashed on the pavement, and mayonnaise just went flying everywhere, and her dog had gotten down there in the middle of the storm and was eating it, you know what I mean? You want to talk about something unpleasant. Just picture a bulldog eating mayonnaise. I mean, that in and of itself made this whole situation awful frightening, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm going along with my hot pocket, and the wind picked up and blew my hot pocket like woof, right off my fucking plate. And I said, son of a bitch, there went my hot pocket. And it flies across the yard and into her yard, where she's standing there tug-of-warring with her dog, you know what I'm saying? Come on, quit eating the mayonnaise, quit eating the mayonnaise. And that hot pocket done flew and hit her. I mean, it hurt her in an awful bad place. I felt so bad for her. It was like an explosion of spaghetti sauce and fur everywhere, you know what I mean? It was just awful. And it was a death dealing blow, damn near. I mean, it was a hot pocket to the twat pocket, you know what I mean? And we anyway, she was groaning on and on like a moose that got kicked in the dick, you know what I mean, or a caribou that's done had its hindquarters beat the fuck in by a Sasquatch. It had a little too much fun in his head, you know what I mean? But that's beside the point. She was groaning like, oh God! I mean, it sounded horrible. It sounded awful. I mean, just awful. Oh God, it was bad. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and you'd have thought that it had been painless, considering how many male friends that lady's had over the years. I mean, I don't mean to talk nothing, but you know damn well, I mean, she's probably got a pre-punched trench going through down there. You'd figure it just blew right through her thighs and out the other side, you know what I mean, with no resistance whatsoever. But that didn't quite happen, I guess. But like I said, I mean, I can imagine that her puss, I always kind of thought that maybe her puss down there resembled like a World War II battlefield with all the soldiers down the trench. Besides, it would probably be boogadoos and little buggies, you know what I mean? Instead, a little Frenchman with soldier hats and stuff on. But anyway, that's beside the point. I'm getting off track again, son of a bitch. And it gets exhausting doing this, I mean, it just tires you out. But I'm telling you, this lady, she's nice, but she's not too, what do they call it, discreet, you know what I mean? She's married, but hell, everybody knew she shouldn't have got married in a white dress. Probably should have gotten married in a red one, because I mean, I'll just put it this way. If she had as many dicks sticking out as she's had stuck up in, she'd look like a goddamn porcupine, you know what I'm saying? But anyhow, as soon as that hot pocket shot across there and hit her in the cooter cooch, we went running back in the house. I said, shit, we gotta hide. And we dug up underneath there in the stairwell and crouched down and waited for the storm to pass, right? And, we come back out about a half hour later, after everything had kind of simmered down a little bit, and there was one of my chickens done blow straight through a utility post. I mean, it was the fucking craziest looking thing. Its head and its beak was out one side, and its talons and its feet were sticking out the other side, but the rest of it was in the telephone pole. I said, damn, how many men dream of having a pecker that stiff, you know what I'm saying? But that's beside the point. I mean, I just got there and I started thinking to myself, good Lord, how are we going to get some of these things taken care of now? But then again, I guess I shouldn't feel too bad. I mean, all we really had to replace was a hot pocket and a telephone pole and a couple chickens. But the neighbor lady, I mean, I imagine she must have had a hell of a hard time explaining to her husband and to the insurance company the claims that she had to make, to get money coverage on her property. Like, having the nipple clamps and the ceiling harness and that sex doll she probably had. I don't know. And I heard that she had a big box of rubber dicks that was stashed in the closet just underneath her husband's Sunday best. You know what I'm saying? So she kept herself awful busy. But anyway, that's the story of how a tornado done trashed the property. Really fucked up shit for my neighbor lady, and well, it done killed one of my cocks. It done killed my cock.